Welcome to Action Coaching. We're certainly delighted that you join us on today because we believe that God has a special coaching word just for you. I am excited about all of the people that consistently let us know how much they enjoy Action Coaching because I believe that every one of us need a coach in our life. Now, I know there are different terms that are used. Some say they need a mentor. Some people say they need a guide. But however, we all understand that nobody makes it to the next level by themselves. Usually we need someone that have been that way, understand the difficulties of going that way, to reach back and coach us as we navigate through the different things in life we must go through. Now, I understand that a lot of times a coach is not trying to change you, but a coach is trying to show you how to get the best of your ability out of you so that you can function at the things that you've been called to do in life. Every one of us are called to do something different in life. The amazing thing about it is that God didn't make any of us the same, but He gave all of us our personalities, our gifts, our aspirations, our dreams, and all of those things because God wanted us to benefit from the fact that He had given all of us a gift and that we're able to use those gifts and talents to prosper and succeed in life. So I'm excited about it. I want to encourage all of you that enjoy Action Coaching. Make sure you hit subscribe on YouTube and like on Facebook and all the other social media channels. Let us know that this is being a blessing to you and that these coaching tips can help you move further in your career. And a lot of times when people think that they're being coached, coaching does not make you run around the hurdles that you may face, but it does give you some good teaching to how to deal with the hurdles that you're going to face in life. So that is what Action Coaching is all about. Today, I want to talk about vision. I want to talk about vision because we're living in tremendous times. We're living in times where we enjoyed visions of the past, visions of the present, and we got to prepare for visions of the future. Understand that life and time continues to move on. And at every level, God gives you different dreams and different visions to prepare you for the time that you are walking in. It's amazing that when we think about one that many years ago, there was no such thing as cell phones. There were no such things as the internet. And probably if they'd have came during those times, we might have not been prepared to handle it. We might have fought against it, just like we fight against a lot of new things in life that will make us better, but for some reason, we fight against them. And the reason that people usually fight against them because one of the hardest things to do in life is to let go of old habits. Now, old habits work for that time. But then there are so many amazing things that God wants you to make adjustments for the time that you're living in. For example, maybe some person's old habit is they like using the old time way. And they think that something that's new or a new invention or a new improvement on the old time way is also something I don't want to use. It's not changing what you did. It's just giving you a more effective way of doing it so you can take advantage of being able to do more of it because it has improved. For instance, amen, when I was first came along, where we had the standard phones. And of course, at that particular time, you had phone booths. You put the coin in the phone, or either you had a phone in your house that rang, it was a straight line and everything. And that's the way we use phones. But as time went by, they didn't do away with the phone. They just made improvements so the phone could allow you the ability to do bigger and better things. Now, I know a lot of people fought against it at first. I'm used to just calling people. You know, I don't feel like texting is right, or all of these. What are all of these emojis on my phone? And I can just point my finger and it just fight against the new technology. It's still allowing you to do the same thing. If you want to talk to somebody, that is what the phone is for. But however, the phone is saying not only can you talk to somebody, you can text somebody while you're talking to somebody. You can pay a bill while you're talking to somebody. You can find directions while you're talking to somebody. And it's just simply saying there's so many more amazing things that could be done as vision in life progress. Now, what is a vision? A vision is the ability to be singularly focused. Let me give you an example. When I say singularly focused in life, in order to achieve things, let me say it this way. To achieve things, most people got multiple roads they want to go down. And it's impossible to go down multiple roads at the same time. And so vision says, let me singularly focus on the most important road first. Let me devote all my energy to that first. But however, what most people don't understand, if you get the main thing done first, it will create so many avenues for you to do a lot of amazing things. When I first lived on my own, I had at that time what they call an efficiency apartment. What does that mean? Everything in that apartment was in one room. I cooked in that room. If I watched TV, it was in the room. And then every time the bed was something you pull out of the wall. And in other words, the name of the apartment was saying, everything you need is in one room. Now, it was one room, and I understood that if I was going to do anything, it was going to be done in that one room. And I had to learn how to adjust in that one room in the different areas so that I would be able later on to have apartment with several rooms. What I'm saying is vision is singularly focused. Vision is saying to you, what's the main thing in your life? And if you define the main thing in your life, then you can move away all of the distractions and focus on that one thing. God gives us visions. God speaks to us in visions. Visions are powerful. They're amazing. They can allow your life to change. They can expose you to things that you never thought you would see in life. That's the power of vision. Matter of fact, the Bible says that where there's no vision, the people perish. Now, what that means is where there's no vision, people run wild. They cast off restraints. Because when you're trying to do 50 things at one time, chances are you don't do any of them well. And you find yourself moving into things that you don't have no experience, no knowledge of, or just something you want to try to take you off the main road. So what I'm saying is we in a time where God wants to manifest new vision, where God is speaking to his people, that there are many more new things that we are yet to see. Not only are there many more things that we are yet to see, there are many more things about our own lives that we have yet to see. There are areas and places that we can go with our own life that we have never experienced it before. And God is saying, I want to show you all of those things, but I got to get you focused on the main thing first. I've often testified that when God gave me a vision, it came to me like a neon sign in the sky. God told me that what he wanted me to do was to go share with people and let them know we need to put the word in action. Now, of course, I didn't know what all of that meant, but I knew one thing, that if I was not putting the word in action, I was getting off track. God didn't tell me to put the word in action in healing. He didn't tell me to put the word in action in prophecy. He didn't tell me to put the word in action to moving mountains or anything like that. He told me, let's stay focused. Put the word in action. So whatever I was going to do, if it wasn't word in action, I'm not supposed to do it. I'm going to be an utter failure if I try to divert it to anything. He didn't say put the word till it blows up or the word till it becomes a balloon. He simply said put the word in action. Basically, like I used to say, he said if you're going to say any words, you need to act upon the words that you say. And we found out that a lot of people do a lot of talking in this society, but very little action. They just talk, 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 talk. And there are people that are amazing speakers, but their words are not filled with action. Well, when I decided that I was going to put the word in action, that vision, that singular focused vision, began to open a whole new world of things that I never thought I would experience in life. The reason I thought I would not experience is because I never seen them before. But as I began to just stay singly focused on the word in action, a lot of amazing things began to happen. And God began to open doors because of that one vision. There were a host of other things that I have been allowed to do, but in my spirit and in my thoughts, if it's not tied to the word in action, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get diverted. I'm going to keep that same singular focus because God said this vision will lead to my ultimate prosperity and the ultimate fulfillment of my dreams. And that's simply what I did. Now, I don't want you to go anywhere. I'll be right back to talk to you. Welcome back. I left off talking about how singularly focused I was on my vision, word in action. And so many of you that are viewing this action coaching on today, I know already there are a lot of you that have a hard time being singly focused. Well, how do you do that? How do you become singly focused? See, when you are singly focused, that you're focused on is bigger than all of the distractions around you. And distractions gonna come. But when you singly focus, then you don't have time to pay attention to the various distractions. Look at it this way. When you're driving a car, now I know there are a lot of things in the car that you can use. You got the blinkers when you want to let somebody know you're going another lane. You got the radio playing. You got this, your air conditioning going, and everything. But the main thing about any car is you got to be focused on driving that car. Because if you're not focused on driving that car, then you're going to have some problems. And a lot of people that have driven cars, most of the time when something happens or something they do not recognize or don't see is because they more focused on everything else other than what's important. So it is with visions. You have to be singly focused and you have to be determined that you're going to see the vision through. Whatever your goal is in life, whatever your passion is in life, whatever your desire is in life, you got to put most of your time in that for it to be fruitful for you, because if you don't, you'll do half of it and half of something else and you'll never be fulfilled in your life. Now, why do we need to be singly focused? Because I want you to hear me clearly when I say this. Visions are wonderful to see, but they are hard to achieve. Most people think that because they see it and it's so wonderful to the mind's eye, that they should be able to waltz right through it because it was wonderful to see. They don't see the difficulties of the things that you got to go through in order for that vision to come to pass. Now I know a lot of times we live in a society where we always seeing people talk about the shiny things. Nothing wrong with that. We can see people got nice cars, living a nice life, flying on private jets, got plenty of money. Nothing wrong with that. We're not hating on anybody. Have done great things in life. And so we get to looking at those things, and here's how jealousy kicked in. Because you get mad because somebody is successful, and you feel like they are not as good as you are, so jealousy comes in. You start hating on that individual person. I like to say jealousy basically come up when a person is jealous of what you're doing because they don't want to work as hard to do what you're doing, so they feel like, well, I'm just going to be jealous of that. Don't be jealous. Celebrate everybody's success. Don't hate on anybody. But the solution to that whole question is because there's not enough talk from the individuals that have achieved something about how hard it was to arrive at this certain place. We were in school, and a teacher did an amazing example, never will forget. She got a jar and told us to write down the #1 problem in our life. Seemed pretty simple when she said it. She passed the jar around, and everybody that had wrote put in their #1 problem in life, whatever it was. If you didn't like somebody, if you were too broke, whatever was put in that jar. And we did that, and we were wondering where she was going, but after she collected everybody's problem in the jar, she sealed the top of the jar, she shook it up, and then she passed the jar around again, and she said, all right, I want everybody to reach in this jar and pull out one of the slips that had the problems written on it. Seemed easy at the time, but as we began to pull the different slips out of the jar, some of other people's problems that we were pulling out of that jar, we were quickly lifting our hands and said, can we get our original problem back? Because what they were dealing with was way more difficult than what I was dealing with. But I didn't know that because I thought that everything a person achieved is easy. We don't know how much they had to give up. We don't know the trials that they've been through. We don't know the adversity that they've been through. We don't know how early they had to get up in the morning and how late they had to stay up every day, because we assume that just having a dream is going to be easy. Now, dreams are wonderful when they come to pass. And you know, technically, I believe that dreams are so wonderful, or visions are so wonderful when they come to pass, because the person that persevered and went through, it's not just about achieving it. It's about looking at the fact that I made it, despite everything that tried to stop me. I stayed true to my vision. I know I had to let some friends go because they were a hindrance to my vision. I know I had to make personal adjustments in my life because they were a hindrance to my vision. I know that certain things I had to give up because they were a hindrance to my vision. But now that I've seen the dream come true, I am thankful to God, overwhelmed with amazement even to myself, that I had a dream and that dream came to pass. I want to encourage you on today. There are many visions out there. There are many things in store for you that you cannot see right now. But just because you cannot see it right now, that does not believe it doesn't already exist in your life. The things that have happened in my life when I was living in what they call the projects during that time, or if I'm going to use the low-level housing, where thousands of people were grouped in one spot, where you didn't have to worry about a yard in between each project because they all were connected together. You could hear what's going on in the other project just like they can hear what's going on in your. That's where I was born. But just because I was born there didn't mean that ultimately I was going to die there, because of the power of a vision, power of focus, let me know that there were bigger and better things in life that I could enjoy. But I also understood I had to be singly focused on what the vision was for my life. Now, I will admit, I tried a lot of other things, but a lot of other things weren't the vision for me. And how many of you have done the same thing? You done tried a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and none of it came to pass. That's why I say a true vision is singly focused. Now, I want to hear from you. Reach out to me on social media and let me know what's your vision And I want you to say, I am singularly focused on this coming to pass. Because I realize that I got to eliminate distraction. If I want my dream to be reality, if I want my vision to prosper, I got to learn how to focus to the task that I see that's for me. And I'm going to achieve it. Because when you focus, you understand it ain't about anybody else's opinion of you. It ain't even about the things that happen to you along the way. It's all about your focus and your perseverance. And if you strive just like that, you're going to achieve that vision. And the amazing thing about vision is that vision, yes, is singularly focused, but in that focus, vision always gives you pictures that say to you, if you keep being focused and keep striving, these things are going to happen in your life. And so when the vision ultimately come to pass, you look back and say, I saw I was going to be this years ago. Or I saw that this was going to happen to me months ago. And I saw that God was going to open special doors for me as I travel along the road. There's nothing greater than the power of vision. And vision has the ability to turn everything around. In life, you can understand that the amazing country that we live in is consistently changing and evolving and developed because there are bigger visions, there are bigger dreams, and there are bigger things that God have in store for us. And I want you to know God got that same thing in store for you. There are bigger dreams, there are bigger things that are in store for you. And at the end of the day, vision allows you to see the invisible and strive for those things that have already been prepared for you. Well, I trust that you've been blessed about the power of vision. Don't want you to go anywhere. I'll be right back to talk to you.
Tap somebody and say, I'm made for miracles. You know why God allowed things to happen to you? He want to teach you that there are about 5 people got it. He want to teach you that there are. So whatever the devil knock you back with, God said now's the time to show him that he can't keep me there. Y'all ain't talking. Now is the time to let the devil know greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world.
I certainly want to encourage those of you that enjoy action coaching to sit down and sow a generous seed faith offering for the support of action coaching. Yes, we want to expand action coaching and get bigger and better and have more things that we can bring to you in order to help coach you as you move along your path in life. So I'm going to encourage those of you to sit down and sow a generous seed faith offering on today. Some can sow 100, some can sow 50, some can sow 200, 500, or even more than that. We would appreciate it as you do that and help Action Coaching continue to grow and develop. Now, there's a link in my bio that will give you a host of ways to sow seeds unto Action Coaching. And I want you to know I appreciate every one of you that continue to support Action Coaching, and I know that God is in return going to support the vision that you have. That's the way the system works, and I believe that God will continue to bless you. Now remember, there's a link in my bio that will give you a host of ways to sow unto Action Coaching, And I want you to do it now. Don't wait, do it now. Let us know you appreciate Action Coaching, and certainly Action Coaching appreciates you. Now I want to encourage you to do that on today. Then before I leave you, I got an exciting announcement. This coming weekend, it's going to be a powerful Action Impact weekend. On Saturday from 2 to 6, we're going to have our back to school bash. We're going to be blessing kids with various things as they get ready to go back to school after a summer vacation. It's going to be awesome. We're going to have food. We're going to have a great time of fellowship. And I certainly want you to be a part of the Action Impact weekend, which starts Saturday from 6. And it's going to be awesome. And then on that Sunday morning, God has given me a special word to share with the saints of God. We're going to be live and in person, and God is going to be speaking from heaven. You need to be a part of it. So I want to encourage you to be there. Bring someone along with you. Let's have a powerful Action Impact weekend. Now you can go to all of our social media sites and it'll give you all the information, and I'm looking forward to seeing you there. I'm going to be there to personally meet and greet and all of you, let you know we appreciate the time that we are enjoying at the Action Impact weekend. So certainly I'm looking for you to be a part of it. The Lord bless you. I've certainly enjoyed talking to you. And as I do each and every week, I want to encourage you, share the word with a friend and keep the word in action.